but burning fruit.
Hi, welcome to this video. My name is Steve from Burning Fruit, your user experience specialist. Over the past 10 years, Burning Fruit has been creating high-performing and converting websites that have transformed businesses across Australia and internationally. We're going to be sharing with you all the user experience secrets that we've learned studying user behavior in creating these websites. If you like this content, please like and subscribe, and let's get into it.
Hi there, this is Steve from Burning Fruit, here to show you another set of secrets that are going to keep people on your website. Today, we're going to go through a really controversial topic that is going to stop your visitors getting angry with your website. And I'm going to show you 3 things that are really going to help you. And if you're doing these things, you got to stop them straight away. The whole purpose of user experience is to stop your visitors leaving. And that's quite a hard thing to do if you don't know what you're doing. You need to understand your bounce rate. That's pretty critical in doing all these user experience changes. So your bounce rate is how many people bounce away from your site if they don't like it. And you just got to make sure that you understand your bounce rate so you can understand the level of inquiries that are coming through your website. And if you're not getting many inquiries, that could be due to your bounce rate. You won't please everyone, but you really want to please the majority. And you can please the majority, but you just won't please everyone. The one thing worse than making your visitors bounce away because they don't find what they're looking for is if they bounce away because they're annoyed at you and your website. Okay? You spend a lot of money trying to acquire these visitors. You pay for your website, you go to networking events, you pay for business cards, you pay for SEO, you pay for AdWords, you build up your reputation so much to your existing clients and new clients that, you spend a lot of time and money and effort trying to get people to go to your website to see what you do. And it's really hard. But it just takes one bad negative interaction to lose those customers and lose those visitors forever. Okay? So you just got to remember that it's easy, it's really hard to gain visitors, but it's really easy to lose them. Bad word spreads around as well. If you get one person who doesn't like your website or you've annoyed them on your website, then other people are going to talk about it. Yeah. And it's how hard it is to get Google reviews. That's how hard it is to actually get your customers back to your site. So that word of mouth, those word of mouth referrals, if your website's good, those word of mouth referrals are excellent and they perpetuate themselves. But if they're bad, you're not going to get word of mouth referrals. So it's so important, firstly, not to make your visitors bounce away, but secondly, and more importantly, do not annoy your visitors. Okay. So 3 things that you should not do. Number 1, pop-ups. Okay. People hate pop-ups. And it's pretty unanimous. We've done hundreds of studies across the world on various audiences in many different industries, both in e-commerce and brochure websites. And the one thing they really do not like, and pretty much most audiences have the same opinion, is that pop-ups are bad. You see them in a lot of sites, and after looking at a number of health supplement sites recently, they're all on there. Some appear immediately, some after a few seconds, maybe 10 seconds, some when you move the mouse to the edge of the browser window. They all pop up in very different times. So yeah, it's just don't do it, because there's no point. At no point in any of those instances do visitors want to see your pop-up. Okay, they don't want to see it as soon as they land on your site. They're not, and if they don't like it, then they're not going to like it 10 seconds later, and they're certainly not going to like it when you move your mouse away to close the site down for another reason. So there's just no logic to it. And really, unexpected pop-ups annoy visitors, and you're going to get a lot of bounces if you do not remove these pop-ups. And the reason why many sites do it is because they're desperate. They're desperate to sell stuff, so they think, oh, what can we do? What can we do to actually, get people to buy? So they put a pop-up on there with a 10% offer. That is not going to do it. If you look at the stats of people, and I've asked my clients who have asked, about pop-ups, and I just said, look, have they worked for you before in the past? And they went, not really, but my competitors are doing it. So that is just no reason. That's the second reason why you shouldn't do it. Don't copy bad behavior, because you may be copying someone who doesn't actually know what they're doing. And the third reason why other sites do it is because they get bad advice. They don't understand user experience. They're pretty amateurish in what they do on the web, and they just give bad advice. In the end, it just feels like you're forcing content down someone's throat, and no one likes that. So the question is, are there any instances where pop-ups are good? Well, yes, there actually are instances, and they're few and far between. But when a visitor on your website actually initiates a pop-up, so they're expecting to see a pop-up, maybe in a gallery, or maybe to say, click on this to look at our special offers, and they're expecting it, then that's a good thing. So I've got a couple of examples of pop-ups, and honestly, it's not the greatest. Okay, so I'm big on sustainability. So when I went to Zero Waste Box, there's a lot of issues with this website, but outside of those main issues, I get this pop-up straight away. Get 5% of my first order. I don't even know what products they do, so this pop-up is not going to help. And will I see it again when I navigate to the product that I want? No, I don't. So I don't understand how to get back to this particular offer. It's beyond me. I don't know. As I said, there's another pop-up here, unlock 10% off. If I sign up for something, I just got to enter my email address. So I'm going to get spammed, and I know I'm going to get spammed. Everyone knows that. Another one, 25% offer off your order, off your first order. This website actually has a nice pop-up because what it does, it has a pop-up that actually shows you some testimonials down in the bottom left-hand corner. So it's not intrusive. It doesn't pop up right in the middle, but yeah, every time they get a 5-star testimonial, it actually does a pop-up, which is pretty cool. But it does not have one of those main pop-ups. So yeah, some examples of pop-ups that are just pointless, and just don't do it. The second feature that you really should try and avoid is putting videos that are going to annoy your audience on your website. Okay, video content it's divided among audiences. It is fair to assume that maybe 50% of your audience is likely not to appreciate your video content, but that's all down to, it depends on your demographic, the demographic you are aiming for, whether it's a age group or different industries. So basically, you need to err on the side of caution and ensure that your video content can be consumed by the majority of your audience. Not everyone's going to like it, like I said before, but it can be consumed by the majority. So here are some rules of thumb when you're using videos. And I'm not saying don't use videos at all. They have their place, absolutely, because video content is getting more and more prolific, especially with YouTube. But you just got to be careful, because not everyone has the time or money or the interest to actually watch videos. So if you're going to use videos, rule number one, give your video some context. Make sure it is in the right place at the right time. And make sure when you show a video, people understand why it's there, its purpose, and understands what you're trying to show them. Simple as that. Number 2, allow your videos to be activated by your audience, i.e. via a button. Okay, that means the visitor's in control. They're expecting a video. If they don't want to watch the video, that's cool. But if they do, they'll click on it. Simple as that. So you're not going to annoy your audience by popping up a video without them expecting it. Number 3, if you need to have automated videos, pick your videos very carefully, because there are some videos that are just jarring, and I'm going to show you a couple of examples right now. So here is a video that auto starts, but you know what? It doesn't actually show me anything. I don't know what I'm looking at. There's no call to action. There's a guy standing on top of a mountain, and has this really annoying border that makes me feel like there's something wrong with my eyesight. I don't get it. I don't understand why you would put this on your website. Doesn't make me want to explore it anymore. Does it make me want to click on the play button? Absolutely not. So I just don't know what the context is. It starts automatically and it's really jumpy. It's just wrong in so many different ways. Real estate, they tend to add a lot of videos that are auto starting. They like to show, I suppose, the properties that they sell, the areas that they sell in, and yeah, they tend to sort of copy each other. If one real estate agent does a video, then another one does a video. Not great practice, copying other people who don't know what they're doing, but there you go. But this one here, it is not great at all. And I'm showing you it as it is. It's not my bandwidth that is making this video image blurry. And it's all washed out. Look at this, the blurriness behind this video. It just moves so quickly. There's so many moving parts to it, and it's just so badly done that it's just not great. It's distracting, it's off-putting, it's not high quality. It's hard to read the content there, so I don't really know what I'm going to click on. I don't really want to click on anything. There's not really much of a call to action there. They've taken the menus away, so they've really tried to highlight the video. But like I said, you've got to choose your videos very, very carefully. It's a poor quality, highly movable video. It's got a lot of moving parts to the video, very distracting, and honestly, there's a lot of visitors who are going to bounce away from this site. But I tell you what, there is one video that I found that is a really, really nice video in the real estate industry, and that's this one here. So this one is perfect for the real estate industry. It does show the area, but it also shows the interiors and people living in the space. And the videos do not move all over the place. They're slow moving, slow panning, and shows such homely, warm faces of people being people. And this is excellent. I could not fault this video. It was engaging for me because it just showed me the love and care that someone took to actually choose the different scenes for this particular video. It's quite diverse. It shows a lot of diversity. It's got some beautiful aerial shots of the area. But most importantly, it doesn't jar. It's calm, it's relaxed, which is how you want your home to be. Not this. Meow, 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 meow. It's crazy. So I compliment Harcourts. If Harcourts are out there, well done. It's a great video. So that is really, really, really good job there. So how to not do a video and how to do it properly. Well done. That's really good. Okay. And the last thing that I want to take you through is out of date content, and this is a disaster. If you are a business that and you don't really pay too much attention to your content on your website, or you let someone else do it and they take their eye off the ball, just don't leave content on your site that is obsolete or out of date, as you'll be found out, because someone's going to go there and someone's going to find out and someone's going to call you and then someone's going to get annoyed, and then the word of mouth is going to get around that you don't really know what you're doing. There are so many instances where I've taken clients on, and as part of your web development, you look at the content, you look at the information architecture, and it doesn't matter how small or big your client is, they all make the same mistakes. I've asked them about certain services or certain products, and the client responds, well, we don't really do that anymore. That product doesn't really sell, so we don't really sell it anymore, but it's still on our website for SEO purposes. So we just tell people to just go elsewhere. But why are you doing that? Why would you do that? And that's just like commercial suicide. Telling someone who's clearly interested, clearly in your target market, clearly interested in your industry, looking for products or services in your industry, and you're sending him away to a competitor because you can't be bothered to take a bit of content down from your site. What are you thinking? It's crazy. It's absolutely nuts. So, you're going to annoy visitors if you don't understand what's on your website. And have I got a perfect example for you? Okay, so, and I'm just going to walk you through this because you're not going to believe this. Yeah, let's do this. Let's just share my screen. Share my screen again. And this is absolutely ridiculous. Okay, so what I've done here, so I was looking to set up an e-commerce store. Okay, so we've got a WordPress site with some WooCommerce on there. The bank that we're trying to connect to is Bendigo Bank, and I did a bit of research, and the best plugin to use for WooCommerce site to Bendigo is eWay. So I just typed in eWay and Bendigo Bank, and I get eWay, which is fair enough. And then the second link is for Bendigo. So I thought, okay, I'm with Bendigo. I'm gonna look on their site and see what they've got. So they've got e-commerce by eWay. eWay offers businesses a simple way to take credit card online payments. And I thought, awesome, this is the way to go. So it's really easy. It's got some key features. It's got 250 integrations, fast setup, all-in-one solution. It's got a really good rate, reliable, everything they want. So I think, awesome, that looks cool. The rate is looking really good. It's looking a lot better than a lot of other payment gateways out there. So yeah, looking pretty cool. I don't think it's going to be a problem. So I thought, make an inquiry. So I filled this in. Yeah. So I spent my hard-earned time filling this in. Sent it off. Waited a week. Nothing. So I was a little bit put off because obviously time is of the essence, and I really, really wanted to get this set up. So I phoned up Bendigo and I said, hey, what's going on? Actually, I actually didn't get to them straight away. So I got put on hold. I got put on hold for about half an hour. And so I had to sit there waiting for someone to actually pick up. So someone eventually picked up. And by this time I was pretty annoyed, because firstly, they didn't get back to me with the inquiry, and secondly, they put me on hold for a long time, just for me to ask them about this payment gateway, which should be pretty straightforward to set up, because that's what it says on the website. So I eventually get someone on the phone. And you know what they said? They said, nah, we don't do eWay. I said, nah, you do. It's all on your website. You know, you must do it. You can't. I've just waited half an hour to speak to you and just to see how you set it up. He goes, nah, we don't do eWay. We haven't been done it for a long time. And we always refer people straight to eWay. I was like, really? So yeah, you got to contact eWay and they will advise you the best way to use eWay. I went, seriously? So you know what happened? I had to go at them. Yeah, I spent the next 5 minutes telling them how bad it was to have a page dedicated to eWay when they don't even do it. So he got a bit of an earful. I understand he is the messenger, but still, I said, pass on my angry emoji to your boss and tell him to take the page down. And that was a week ago. So they've still got the website. They've still got the web page up. So I go to eWay and they say, oh, what's the industry? And so I tell them the industry. And they said, well, nah, we can't help you with a payment gateway, but you know what? You should go to NAB Transact. I mean, they gave me 4 or 5 different options, but NAB Transact I've actually had some good experience with as well, with other clients. So they actually referred me to another bank. So I've gone from Bendigo, was my preferred bank, all the way to NAB Transact. And now I'm actually probably going to close Bendigo because I don't really like 2 bank accounts open. And I'm going to bank with NAB because they've got a good payment gateway. They integrate with eWay, and it's all hunky dory, and they support my industry. And I'm angry. I'm angry at Bendigo for. I'm not angry at them for not doing eWay anymore. I'm angry at them for giving the impression that they do it just to get people to phone them, and then annoying them. And you know what? They've probably lost me as a customer altogether. And that's not great. So, 3 things that you should not do. Pop-ups, terrible, non-thought-through videos, and erroneous, obsolete content. Do not do those 3 things on your website and you will stop making people angry. Okay, they'll just bounce away naturally, but at least you don't make them angry. And those are the worst kinds of interactions that you do not want to have on your website. If you found this content helpful, just like and subscribe and follow more content that I'm going to be releasing about user experience secrets. This is Steve from Burning Fruit, and I'll see you in the next video. Burning Fruit.